For me, I gotta say that I'm a beach guy. I live in Miami. Weezy lives in Miami. Streets lives in Miami. Gutter lives in Miami. Millz lives in Miami.
We all know Nicki Minaj. And last but not least, Drake. Yeah. I'll let Drake explain.
She ain't got a man, but she's not alone. Miss Independent, yeah, she got her own.
What up guys, Ali here and welcome to Ali Talks Music. Add me on Instagram and Ali Talks Music as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get into the video. Around 2008, the Carter 3 was dominating the hip-hop airwaves. The album set a blazing fire under the foundation of Young Money and helped the entire roster of artists achieve an international reach. What was Young Money dropping next? How many members are in the group? Who under Young Money would blow up and usher in a new wave? They were a hot topic all over social media. Unfortunately, one artist who missed the wave entirely was a rapper from Harlem, New York, known as Jae Millz.
She ain't got a man, but she's not alone. Miss Independent, yeah, she got her own.
Before signing to Young Money, Jae Millz was a battle rapper with desires of being a mainstream artist. His buzz grew after winning local battles, and he used the platform he was given to drop multiple mixtapes. Millz' first encounter with the mainstream occurred when he appeared on Diddy's Making the Band 2 to battle Ines. The battle was entertaining and proved that Jay did have skills as a rapper.
I like drama. All I need is a vest and some armor. I'm a gangster, sitting on the plane like Nipsey or Farmer. I'll show you what a problem is. Running your wig, I had a doctor telling you it's gonna be hard to live.
But I won't lie, Ness actually went in on Jay. When speaking on how his Making the Band situation came out, Millz said the following. Diddy is like extended family. Tone and Naj, they run Wanna Blow Entertainment. So I remember meeting Tone when I was around 15 years old, and I rhymed for him in the studio and all that. And he just let me rhyme. And he was showing me expressions like, yeah, you're alright, shorty. He would always tell me over the years like, yeah, you're getting better. He'd always give me advice here and there on how to step it up and stay on top of your job. I wanna see you with that mansion one day. You know what I'm saying? He'd always give me that push. So when he was doing the Making the Band thing, he called us. Like I didn't audition for that or nothing. He called Naj and he was like, I want you to bring Jay down to the studio and all that. And that's how that kinda came about.
I got an album to record. I'm on what you call a schedule. You know what I'm saying? I got what you call a deal. Album coming out. So I'm just doing what I do. Plus I was the first nigga who did the battle shit on Smack. You know what I'm saying? I brung Puff downstairs in front of Daddy's house, said what I had to say. I went on 2/5 and did what I had to do. It's just I couldn't keep doing this shit because I got so much other shit to do. So, you know, no disrespect to everybody doing it, but for the niggas who don't know why y'all ain't been seeing me on Smack, I kind of been grinding, man, been getting that work up. You know what I'm saying? Getting all them songs done, getting that album done. So, shit is finished. I'm chilling right now.
After appearing on the show, Jay dropped a single called No No No, one that became a minor hit for the bubbling under artist.
Cause I'll have your reverend standing up at your podium, your mama falling over him like.
After that, it wasn't long till label deals came knocking. However, through the midst of it all, he decided to sign to Warner Brothers Records, a label he left shortly afterwards due to creative differences. Throughout his career, Jae Millz had multiple label situations that went wrong. It affected his drive and forced him to go solo for a while. He released a notable single called Streets Melting around 2004. One that appeared on the NBA Live 06 soundtrack. However, it wasn't until he met Lil Wayne that his career started to take off. Around 2008, Jae Millz was excited to be inking a deal with Young Money. Yeah, we're just drawing up the paperwork, but I've been rocking with Weezy since the first week in 2008. I've just been keeping stuff low, but Young Money is what it is, and I'm still wanna blow. The Holla at a Player remix is going to be out in 2 weeks. We're moving. Young Moolah, baby. Lately, it appears as though Jae Millz, although active, doesn't have the commercial reach that he once did. So the question is, what happened to my man Jae Millz? Find out next.
Like the little shark island that go through the living room and shit, under the elevator in the house.
Wow.
It's cool, man. That's the, call that the man, that's the Young Money mansion. And it's crazy because that's his house, but we all just be over there. Like, we eat over there at the long table, we got the chef. Like, it's like on some real cruise. That's why I've been trying to tell people, it's kind of hard to think like you want a label. You know what I'm saying? It's more some crew shit. It's really more some family shit. Like, you rocking with your homies. You ain't rocking with a CEO and a boss. He don't make you feel like you around a bunch of rich niggas and you just an artist. You know what I'm saying? He make you feel like you rich too. All of us. You know what I'm saying? That's just the lifestyle we live.
Before Wayne dropped the Carter 3, Millz was already signed to Young Money and was one of the first people Wayne played his classic Lollipop single for. I got with Young Money right before Carter 3. I remember he used to play Lollipop like this going to be my new single. That's the craziest Wayne song. He used to play it so much. He's coming from court when he had that case in Phoenix. He's playing it on the bus. I said, play Lollipop again. He took the CD out, gave it to me. He said, you can have that. We don't really ride on the bus listening to Lollipop, man. You listen to that on your own time. According to Millz, Lil Wayne kicked Nicki Minaj and Drake off Young Money because at one point in time, it looked like their loyalties lied elsewhere.
So Nicki, at that time, she was booked. So she got her own, she's building like her own Nicki Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She building her own little thing.
Beam Me Up Scotty tape.
In them clubs, like she was getting bags while we riding the bus with Wayne. And we, you know, he bringing us out. She doing that too, but she might have a bag to get in South Carolina or here. So once we got that shit in our mind, Wayne was looking at it, I think, like Nicki doing her own thing. I think Wayne was looking at it on some shit like, oh, she trying to be over here and kind of see which one pop first. I think he told Mac Ortez, like, yo, we put in too much work to just let her go. Like, tell her I said, you know what I'm saying? And then she was back on the road with us. But she was still doing her own thing. But she was back on the road. But I can understand how he could feel like that because it's like, yo, is you over here or is you over there? Is you not, like, what is you doing right now? You know what I'm saying? So they came to their agreement, and after that, everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was a misunderstanding. It wasn't like, it was a miscommunication somewhere. Same thing with the Drake shit. I think Wayne and Drake thing at that time was more so Wayne and Tez. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne trusting Tez with shit and then finding out like some shit might not be what it is. And like, but now Drake is in the middle of it because it's like, you know, it's that business, that paperwork shit and like all of that type of shit. I think that was an issue. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was in the studio with Drake in New York and cool, chilling, everything cool, smoking, he recording. And he went in the hallway, came back. And I was like, you good? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, Tune just told me I'm not Young Money no more. Same thing you just did. I was like, because this is at a time where like every girl is out. Right. Like we charting. Like Drake's doing like Say Something and Digital Girl. Like he's doing like features now for Mary J and Drake. I mean, not Drake. Mary J, Jamie Foxx. Like
Timberland record, yeah.
Yeah, he doing like shit outside of the box. And I think it was that same thing again. It was like that, yo, what y'all like, because there's so much shit going on, but Wayne don't know.
During his career, Jae Millz has dropped a lot of mixtapes. He started around 2004 and is still going strong to this day. Interestingly enough, he dropped a large portion of them with Young Money, with Wayne dropping multiple verses for the artist. Mixtapes aside, one of Jae Millz' first introductions to the world under Young Money came when he appeared on the label's major compilation album, We Are Young Money. Now it's safe to say that Young Money was pushing Jae Millz to the forefront of the game. On We Are Young Money, Millz appeared on about 6 tracks and dropped a lot of verses that most Young Money fans simply did not remember. Apart from Drake, Tyga, Nicki, and Wayne, most of the audience didn't know or care to learn about the other members of Young Money. Now I've listened to We Are Young Money several times, and I gotta say, Millz did not have the most memorable verses on the songs. On Young Money's hit single Bedrock, Millz had the last verse on the song. If you listen to the verse, it's clear that Jae Millz was just having fun with it.
Look at how she walk. She know she bad. Do your thing, baby. I ain't even mad.
The song wasn't meant to be introspective or anything like that. In fact, the song was made specifically for the ladies. I personally feel like Millz' verse was better than Gotta Gotta's. However, Gotta Gotta's verse was more memorable than his. And that's a big problem. Because if you took Millz' verse off the song, would you even notice a difference? Probably not. Since we're talking about verses, Let's talk about his debut album that never was. A fate Jae Millz shared with a host of other Young Money artists was his inability to produce a solo studio album under Young Money. If you've watched my What Happened to Gutta Gutta video, you'll remember that I said Gutta Gutta would sell about 30K first week if his album had come out. I believe Gutta Gutta and Jae Millz were sort of on the same level. Jae Millz might be slightly below Gutta Gutta, meaning he probably would have done about 15K first week if his album had come out. Aside from not having an album, Millz didn't have any notable singles under Young Money. Now, most people believe that Wayne didn't do enough to promote other artists besides Tyga, Nicki, and Drake. However, that narrative is clearly false. Whenever one of his artists had a mixtape, Wayne was all over it. Wayne did plenty of features for his artists. However, the fact remains, not all of them had the ability to make a hit. Millz came up as a battle rapper, and sometimes battle rappers have a hard time transitioning from battling to making hit songs. I believe Millz had that problem. Now, apart from being Wayne's weed carrier, Millz did have a minor influence on Wayne, and might have been the reason that Wayne dissed Jay-Z on a track. It goes without saying that Wayne has always respected Jay-Z. In fact, one of the first times Wayne paid respects to Jay-Z was on his mixtape The Prefix, where he rapped on about 9 Jay tracks. Wayne admired Jay for paving the way for rappers like him, whereas Jay admired Wayne's drive, work ethic, and business acumen. With all they have in common in mind, it was only natural that they would bump heads at one point or another. According to Jae Millz, he was the reason that Wayne responded to Jay-Z over the line that goes, "Fantasize about the shit that I do daily. Like these rappers rap about all the shit that I do really." I'm like, really? Half a billy? Really? You got baby money. Keep it real with ain't got my ladies money. I'm like, really? Half a billy, nigga, really? You got baby money? Upon hearing the diss, Wayne fired back with the following lines. "Talking about baby money, I got your baby money. Kidnap your bitch, get that how much you love your lady money. I know you fake. Press your brakes. I'll take you out. That's a date."
Talk about baby money, I got your baby money. Kidnap your bitch, get that how much you love your lady money.
Now realistically, Jay-Z took the win on this one. His raps were completely factual, whereas Wayne's was pure fiction. To break it down, Jay truly had a net worth of about half a billy, and it did exceed Birdman's worth. He was just stating facts. It was a clever jab. On the other hand, Wayne's verse was all fairy tale, because at the end of the day, these are two rich rappers that aren't about that street life anymore, so there was no way Wayne was going to kidnap Beyonce. No way. According to Millz, the rest of Young Money did not advise Wayne to put the verse out. However, Millz thought it would make an impact, and inspired Wayne to put out the song. Man, f that shit. Say that shit. Everybody got mad at me. I was like, yo, do you feel like he was talking about you? If you feel, this was just the battle rapper in me at this time, but this is how much I fuck with Wayne. This is what Wayne looks at me for. Do you feel like it was a shot? Now what do you guys think? Did Jae Millz give Wayne good advice? Or should he have kept his opinions to himself? Now apart from stirring up beef between Jay-Z and Wayne, Millz also got involved in his own beef. Around 2010, Millz expressed his dislike for 2010's freshman list, and this pissed off a lot of people. I don't feel no sort of way about me not being in the top 10, but can't no nigga tell me that my nigga Vado ain't supposed to be on that cover or on the flip cover of that XXL top 10 freshman issue. Can't nobody tell me that. And if you do want to argue with me, you can argue with me about anything. Because I only know 5 niggas out of the 10 niggas on that cover, and my ears are to the streets. I'm not even gonna say the names of the niggas I know, that's gonna single niggas out or whatever. But niggas know who's supposed to be on that cover, and niggas know who ain't supposed to be on that fucking cover. Now this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Nipsey was actually on the cover of 2010's freshman list, an honor he greatly deserved. After hearing what Millz had to say, Nipsey responded with the following. Got they panties in a bunch over that XXL cover? And for the record, if you've been rapping 10 years and ain't dropped yet, it's over. Clearly Nipsey was not afraid to take shots at Millz. That last line was definitely a jab at Millz. Now after dropping the tweet, Nipsey went on to say that he had no issues with Jae Millz because no names were mentioned during the Young Money artists rant. Now Nipsey was not the only person offended by Jae Millz' remarks. Freddie Gibbs was also offended. I don't know in particular who he is talking about, and I don't know him, but if that's his opinion, that's his opinion. But I feel like whoever is on that cover would beg to differ. Jae Millz' tweet stirred up so much attention that even young Simba J.Cole had to respond. I don't know Jae Millz, never met him, never had a conversation. I didn't address it because I didn't feel like he was talking to me. According to Millz, he felt some type of way when Drake didn't let any Young Money artists open up for him during the Club Paradise tour. Millz felt like Drake, being the headliner that he was, should have put the spotlight on other members of Young Money when Wayne was in prison. I remember Drake did Club Paradise. I was hot. I love Drake, but I was hot. I was hot because I was thinking it was going to go a certain way. Now, what do you guys think? Should Drake have shown more support to his Young Money clique, or was it an every man for himself type of situation? I think it's more of the latter. But I'll leave it up to you guys to decide.
So now we gotta sustain this. We gotta sustain Wayne, Nicki, Drake. Tyga's doing his thing, but they're keeping the lights on. Nicki and Drake kept the lights on when Wayne went to Rikers Island, keeping it a buck.
Right.
So now, all right, now we touring. All right, well, how do we do the tours now? Well,
who's gonna open? Who's gonna close?
Who's gonna open? Who's gonna close? Or, oh, he's not going out with us. He's going out on his own. Or she's doing her own tour. So now I'm peeping like, this when I realized this shit is really, really different and it happened fast. I remember Drake did Club Paradise. That was the name of the Drake tour?
Yeah, the tour, yeah.
I was hot.
What were you hot about?
I love Drake, but I was hot. I think me and Gutter might have been. I don't know if Gutter was too hot, but I was hot. And I think I was hot because I was thinking something was gonna go a certain way.
Like, did you think you were supposed to be on the tour?
Yes. I will completely say that.
Was that the Kendrick ASAP Rocky tour?
That was basically everybody that was doing the same thing that we were doing at that time that wasn't with Young Money.
Now around 2014, Young Money dropped a compilation album called Young Money, Rise of an Empire. It came in at number 7 on the Billboard 200 and sold about 30K in the first week. Jae Millz appeared on about 2 songs, ones that nobody really remembers. At this point in his career, it appeared as though Jae Millz' career on Young Money was nearing its end. And around 2017, Jae Millz took to Instagram to announce his official departure from Young Money. It appears as though Young Money took him as far as he could go in his career, so he was ready for a fresh start somewhere else. First off, I just want to say thank you to one of the greatest rappers ever and one of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my life. I'm grateful to have had a chance to learn so much from you, and most of all, I'm grateful for you giving me a chance, something I'll never forget. But at this point, I think it's time for me to start the next chapter of my book. I appreciate these last 8 years of my career and my life. And no matter what, it can't be erased. Shout out to every Young Money artist and every employee. Y'all know it's love forever. It's just time for me to go. I wish everybody nothing but the best. In conclusion, Jae Millz didn't capitalize off his affiliation with Wayne to the fullest extent. He does his thing as a battle rapper and is more known for that than a rapper who is able to make a commercial selling album. Unlike Drake, Nicki, and Tyga, Jae Millz did not become an international superstar. In fact, I believe the average Young Money fan would not even recognize Jae Millz in a public setting. He's more underground nowadays, and that's where he stays. Jae Millz tried his hand at podcasting and had a pod called The Loud Opinions Podcast, one that doesn't seem to be active today. As mentioned earlier, Jae Millz is still a battle rapper and even battled Enes once again around 2019. Jae Millz gets about 53K monthly listeners on Spotify, and his most popular songs on the platform are Every Girl, Tip Drill, Bedrock, Bang Bang, and Green Goblin.
Yo, don't let people make U-turns on you, man. If they stop with you, that's cool. Cause I'ma just keep it a buck. If you stop with me at some point, I had enough time to try to figure out why. Cause you ain't never had no reason. I ain't never did no sucker to nobody. That's on God. You can go find anybody I'm cool with, anybody I was cool with. I ain't do no sucker. We probably just fell out. Or we just grew apart, but I ain't do no sucker though. So in my mind, if you stop supporting or stop with me at some point, you got your reasons. That's cool too. But you can't make a U-turn.
That's it for me, man. It's your boy Ali. Sorry if I sounded different this time around. I'm actually not feeling well, but the video had to be done. What happened to Jae Millz in your opinion though? Let me know down below. If you have a video request, be sure to let me know as well. New What Happened to video dropping next week. Also add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, I'm Bootlegkev.